A Legacy of Love, remembering Voletta Wallace. It carries us back to a time when dreams were just beginning to take flight, and hope floated high in the air like the melodies that filled a small Brooklyn home. What does it mean to be a mother? For Voletta Wallace, it meant providing a nurturing environment for her son, Christopher, an environment rich with love and musical rhythms. Voletta's life story is not just a tale of a mother's love, it's a powerful narrative that reminds us of the impact one person can have on the world. As we journey through Voletta's life, we will see how her unwavering support helped mold a young boy into one of hip-hop's most iconic figures, the Notorious B.I.G. Born in Jamaica, Voletta came to the United States with dreams and aspirations for a better life. Picture her stepping off the boat, filled with determination, ready to conquer the world. She became a single mother, facing the challenges that come with raising a child in a foreign land. But she did so with grace and resilience, instilling a sense of purpose in Christopher from a young age. In those early years, Voletta introduced Christopher to a medley of musical influences. Imagine the sweet sounds of reggae drifting through their modest home, mixed with the smooth riffs of jazz and the heartfelt storytelling of country music. The radio was always on, providing a soundtrack to their lives. "I always had the radio on," Voletta would later say. "I wanted Christopher to experience the beauty of different genres." As we watch little Christopher draw pictures and write down lyrics, we can almost hear the dreams unfolding. He would scribble notes and verses on scraps of paper, often sharing them with friends, his little world brimming with potential. Voletta was not just a spectator in this dream. She was a pivotal player in Christopher's journey. She listened intently as he shared his aspirations, offering encouragement and love without reservation. She recognized his talent and fueled his passion for music. "You can achieve anything you set your mind to, my son," she would remind him, her voice a soothing anchor amidst the trials they both faced. Time flew by, and Christopher transitioned from a shy boy to Biggie Smalls, the burgeoning hip-hop star making waves in the music scene. The journey was exhilarating, packed with performances, applause, and accolades. As Biggie's fame skyrocketed, so did the shadows lurking in the corners of success. The notorious East Coast-West Coast rivalry made the atmosphere tense, bringing uncertainty to both their lives. Amidst the bright lights and loud music, tragedy struck like a thief in the night. In March 1997, Christopher was murdered in a drive-by shooting, leaving a chasm in Voletta's heart and the hearts of millions of fans worldwide. This is where Voletta's true strength emerged. She was thrust into the spotlight, but instead of crumbling, she rose like a phoenix, determined to keep her son's legacy alive. At the MTV Video Music Awards, just weeks after Christopher's untimely passing, Voletta stood on stage to accept the award for Best Rap Video. Heartbroken yet resolute, she addressed the audience saying, "I know if my son was here tonight, the first thing he would have done is say, 'Big up to Brooklyn.'" You could feel the love emanating from her words, wrapping around the audience like a comforting embrace. It was a moment of connection, and in that instant, she became a symbol of resilience, a mother bearing her grief while honoring the brilliance of her son. Voletta turned her pain into purpose, refusing to allow the world to forget Christopher's story. She worked diligently to promote literacy and positive change through the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation. "All I want to do is put a book into a child's hand," she would say with passion, "because books do not kill, books do not murder, but weapons do." Imagine the children in her community receiving books with their eyes lit up, presenting them with endless possibilities and dreams waiting to be realized. But her journey was not without obstacles. In 2002, she filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the city of Los Angeles, demanding justice for her son. Unfortunately, the path to justice was riddled with roadblocks. With every court appearance, every mistrial, and every hearing, Voletta stood strong, unyielding in her pursuit of the truth. Her determination reinforced her son's legacy and resonated with those who had suffered similar losses. As the years passed, Voletta became a beacon of hope for many, especially for those who lost children to violence. She collaborated with other mothers, forming bonds and advocating for unity and peace. Together, they shared common pain, transforming their grief into action, sending a powerful message that they would not allow their sons' deaths to be in vain. By 2009, Voletta stepped into the film world, taking on the role of producer for the biopic Notorious. With every scene, she worked to ensure that the portrayal of her son was true to life, filled with a spirit that made Christopher so special. She guided the actor who played Biggie, sharing anecdotes and heartfelt stories. "I felt like I sometimes intimidated him during the film," she said with a chuckle, a testament to her commitment to accuracy and her passion for preserving her son's memory. Through all of her efforts, Voletta remained a strong advocate for education, believing that books could change lives. The initiative Books Instead of Guns became a rallying cry, impacting countless young lives. Voletta would often visit schools, encouraging students to read and dream big. "You have the power within you," she would tell them, her eyes sparkling with hope. Her legacy quickly became not just about Biggie's music, but also about empowering a future generation to break the cycles of violence and poverty. In a poignant documentary titled Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell, Voletta reflects on the influence she had on her son's artistic direction and the love they shared. Ever since I was a little girl, I liked stories, she shared, speaking about how she encouraged Christopher's storytelling through songwriting. The emotional connection between them was palpable, and as she recounted their shared moments, it felt as if she breathed life back into the past. Yet, as Voletta made strides in her mission, the clouds of injustice still lingered. The unresolved circumstances surrounding Biggie's death haunted her, driving her to seek answers and fight against the system. Even as she faced adversity and heartbreak, Voletta never wavered. She became one of the most resilient figures in hip-hop culture, channeling her energy into creating change rather than succumbing to despair. In 2022, reaching the 25th anniversary of Biggie's iconic album Ready to Die, Voletta was celebrated for her unwavering commitment to preserving her son's legacy. She stood in a packed venue surrounded by fans who adored Biggie, feeling the warmth of their appreciation and admiration. The feeling was indescribable, a mix of nostalgia and pride. But even amidst celebrations, she remained aware of the ongoing struggles. Voletta had always been vocal about her disappointment with the music industry, especially regarding the treatment of artists and their families. As accusations emerged against Sean Combs, her late son's mentor, concerning severe misconduct, her stance became clear. "I hope that I see Sean one day, and the only thing I want to do is slap the daylights out of him," she shared with deep emotion in a Rolling Stone interview. "Because I liked him. I didn't want to believe all the awful things, but I'm so ashamed and embarrassed." These words resonated deeply with many who felt the sharp edge of betrayal and disappointment. On February 21st, 2025, Voletta Wallace passed away at the age of 78, having left a significant mark not just on hip-hop culture, but in the hearts of the countless individuals she touched throughout her life. Her death marked the end of an era, but her legacy continues to inspire love and resilience among fans, musicians, and community leaders. As we remember Voletta, we reflect on the important lessons she imparted, that love can transcend grief, that music can heal, and that the fight for justice never truly ends. Her teachings remind us to keep dreaming, keep fighting, and ensure our voices are heard. What legacy do you wish to leave behind? How will you honor those who have paved the way for you? The story of Voletta Wallace encourages us to examine our own lives and consider the impact we can have on others. As we navigate our journeys, let us ask ourselves, how can we turn our pain into purpose, much like Voletta did? As the melody fades, let's remember her words and her work, and let that inspire us to create a better world for future generations. Through storytelling, through music, or through simple acts of kindness, may we all contribute to a legacy that fosters love and understanding in our communities. Each of us has the power to shape the world around us, reminding us that our actions can resonate long after we are gone. What will you choose to do today?